Right.
I'm weak to eating food out and going out to lunch. I was gonna record the me getting the takeout, but I wussed out. So I haven't learned my lesson. Freaking, I got Panda Express and they didn't give me duck sauce, they gave me the sweet and sour. I don't know. Of course I picked to stay where they're doing a bunch of hammering of the pavement for some reason. I wanted to talk about the story about Maeby hanging out the window. So we went to Home Depot. Oh, it is the sauce I use. Why do they call it duck sauce, sweet and sour sauce? We were at Home Depot and I bought some totes. And I put the totes in the back seat with her, which kind of took up the whole seat, so she had a little bit of room to sit, but not enough to really move around much. Well, I had the window open. And the tote fell over. Now, maybe when she's panicking, loses all sense. We were driving near South Hills Village. South Hills Village is a mall in our area. And the road near there is about 35 miles an hour. Well, the speed limit's 35 miles per hour, so everybody does 40. But what that meant is Maybe jumped out of the car while we were going 35 miles per hour on that road. Maybe panicked and saw the windows open. And I had it open maybe to like here, right where my roll is. And she jumped out the window. The fortunate thing is the seatbelt only attaches to her harness, but it saved her enough that only her ankles got scraped. She panicked the rest of the day and was like real antsy, which I would too if I jumped out of a moving vehicle, but fortunately like the cars beside me were real far back. I'm really not sure what these guys are doing. They're just kind of driving around, hammering the pavement here and there. Oh, they're doing patches. I kind of feel like I should move. And they probably thought I'm a weirdo because recording in my car while they're working hard. They're like, what's this loser? Oh, there goes the camera. What's this loser doing in his car talking to himself? But, oh well. Went to the other side of the parking lot. Oh, my car's still on. Hello, camera. I have a dash cam and it just fell off the windshield. It's so hot today. The orange chicken with fried rice is the best one that Panda Express has. Well, anyway, so we were driving on West Liberty by South Hills Village, I was saying, and she jumps out the window, maybe, well, we're going at 35, there's a car maybe 30 feet back on my left, and so all I hear is a thump, and I didn't see her jump. I just look and I see a panic face in the rear view mirror, similar to that picture earlier, but you know, it's her head outside the car and not in her whole body. So immediately, you know, I slowly tapped the brakes because I was nervous that she's such a long dog that her feet would get caught by the tires. So I lightly tapped the brakes so I didn't like skid her at all, and stopped. And the people who up next to me like terrified, wide-eyed and scared. I tried putting her back through the window. She doesn't fit, so I have to hold her up and unclip her. I throw her in the back seat and I pull around the corner and pull into a parking lot. Well, I just threw her up here because the doors were locked because the car was still on except for my door. And she's sitting here in the passenger seat just breathing like when you've seen animals when they panic. And she just like looks super panicked and worried and like nervous, like real anxious. So I check her over and she has a bunch of cuts on her. Her ankle's real sheared. Maybe I'll include them in this video if I can find them. The pictures. She only left a little scathe. I called the emergency vet and they were like, keep an eye on her, make sure she's eating, make sure she's not favoring any legs or anything, or licking it too much, keep an eye on her wounds. So she didn't end up fracturing or injuring anything as far as I know. She never favored anything, she was herself the rest of the day. But that had me, it took me like 6 months to a year to leave the window open for her, because she does love it and she is very good about it. It's just when there's totes involved, she gets nervous. And that's true about home too. If I'm moving a tote, she books it like it's a vacuum. Like, Maybe's got a pretty level head. She thinks like she's pretty smart. She, you know, kind of thinks about what she does. But the second something's scary and she panics, she gets real stupid and ends up hurting herself or knocking everything over or tripping herself or something goofy. It's just her personality, I guess. I kind of hate how they prompt you for like, you want to try orange chicken today? Like, yeah, of course. Let me order my thing. Or like tell them no and disappoint them. I wanted something else and now I feel guilty because you asked me. And save the other half for lunch tomorrow. A sudden change in plans will test your adaptability. I hope not, because I hate changed plans. Alright, I better go.